Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to a really special video that I'm making today for you guys, and it's on my breast augmentation that I had done in April this year. And I just wanted to share my experiences, share what I've gotten out of the whole thing, and so that's what this is all about. What I wanted to start out with is why I even got it done. I have two boys that are 6 and 8 years old in the meantime, and through pregnancies, nursing, and adding regular exercising into my regimen or just daily life, I really noticed after all those components came together that I lost a lot of volume in my breast. And over the years, you have to deal with certain things, and I think having children changes this or that, and that's a part of life. But I just felt like I hardly had a breast anymore at all, and so over time that idea just ripened, and I decided at the beginning of this year to go through a consultation. I did some research and I went to Dr. Ostus and I just called and I made an appointment, and like 4 to 6 weeks later I had my consultation. And I can only say it was absolutely so positive that I never even searched for any other alternative practice at all. I just felt like I was in the best hands, and they had such good reviews online that I knew that I didn't want to make it this big thing where you go to all these practices and have to make a choice. I thought when I went there at the beginning of the year to have my consultation, I made reservations for an operation for the surgery right then and there. You can reserve an appointment, the next one that's available, and then you can still think about it, but you still have 2 weeks to think about it. But that's what I did. So between the first consultation and my surgery were 10 weeks, and in those 10 weeks you still have time to just think about it, go back maybe, or just go over your choice of size and so on. You can see the consultation or parts of the consultation in the next part of the video. The way I'm doing this video is I'll describe, or I just already did describe why, what the reasoning was behind the whole thing. Then you'll see parts of the consultation. Then you'll see the day of surgery, before the surgery, and after the surgery. I made a short video to just see, let you know, check in with you, see how I was doing. Then 4 days after the surgery, and basically 3 months later, which is like a first milestone, I think, 3 months after the operation. So that's the whole build up of the video. I can only say that on the day of the operation, or I mean after the operation, I actually could lift my arms to shoulder level or a little bit beyond. I could open up water bottles. I could, of course it took a little bit more effort. I couldn't put that much strength into blowing my nose or talking or laughing. I needed to back up a little bit in terms of strength, but it was all possible. I felt a little bit tired, of course, and but that's all normal. Other than that, it was just a totally positive experience. The whole team was so nice. Everyone was genuinely nice. You didn't feel like you were a burden to anyone. I could walk over to the operation, to the surgical room with Dr. Constantinescu, and I laid down, and it really didn't take long until I was fast asleep, because it's always everyone's nervous, I think, in that moment. But I was really excited on that day as well. I was just ready to have it done, and I thought I just, until you're laying on that surgical table, you just hope that it'll all happen one day. And so it did, and I'm so thankful it did. And then that, I think it took about 2 weeks for the extra fluids of the wound to kind of disappear in my body. 1.5 to 2 weeks. It was just puffy on, certain spots, and like my belly was puffier than usual, and just from the wounds and the fluids going through. But you don't really want to wear anything really tight at the beginning anyway, so that was no problem. I can only say in the meantime, it's just about 3 months, and I can only say we for after the surgery, 4 or 5 weeks later, we went to Italy on vacation, and I just made sure I didn't, do a lot of breaststroke swimming and limited that, but it really didn't hurt when I did need to, the water, sometimes you need to maneuver. It didn't hurt at all. I could swim a little bit. I was cautious and careful. 1 week after the operation, I started training my legs again. And I really try to be careful with upper body moves. And of course, certain things are probably upper body moves when you're doing exercises and when you're working out. But I tried to minimize them and only do body weight things and as I felt. And so that's what I did. And then 6 weeks later, as they recommend at the practice, I took up jogging, I took up upper body workouts, and also I tried to do push ups again, and they worked just as good or bad as they did before. I'm not a push up hero. I was not before. I think when it comes down to going all the way down with your nose to the ground, I'm always a little bit, or to the floor, I'm always a little bit lazy. So, but I was able, after those 6 weeks, I couldn't wait to try it, and I was able to do it just as good without any difference than before. And I was so thankful. Jogging also felt like just freedom when I could go out there again and jog. And I think, yeah, it was really good to wait those 6 weeks, and that's what I was going to do. And I noticed week by week just things feeling better and things feeling more normal, and certain moves, just being fine again because you don't feel any different than you did before. And there wasn't a lot of recovery needed anyway. I felt really good for a surgery of that. I don't know, that was my biggest surgery so far in my life, the 60 minutes. And I think, yeah, so it is, something intrusive, or yeah, definitely, it's a surgery that standalone, but that I was able to recover that quickly and have such little consequences or negative side effects or whatever. That was amazing, and that's what I had heard from other people as well. But I was hoping that it would be that way for me as well, and I was really thankful that it was. Before we went to Italy, I got a just another bikini without any underwires, and just like a sport, bra type of thing. And because I think my other ones, A, had underwires and B, were too small. In the meantime, so I think proportionally it was the perfect choice. What we decided on getting for me, I have no regrets. Not one moment did I think it was the wrong size. I think it just works with my body, and with the rest of my proportions, so that it's just abreast and matches the rest of the body. Um, it's been a great experience getting some more bikinis in between ever since, just because the bikini looks totally different, of course, if you don't have to, I don't know, push so much and make things seem like they're there when they're not. I think, especially when you're swimming and you have like these buoys in the way, buoys in the sense of push-up variations of bikinis. It's a real, it can be a problem, and yeah, it's just, I'm just so glad that I don't need that anymore. And clothing fits completely different than it did before, just because I can wear things that maybe I wasn't able to wear, that I always hoped I could wear, but I couldn't, because you could see bra straps everywhere. Or, I mean, not everywhere, but if sometimes you just have tops that require no bra straps or look much better, and now I can wear those. Also, of course, it just looks different if you have more, more breast to show. It just, as a female, I think it looks nicer when you have tops on, or dresses. It's much more feminine and more, yeah, for me, more beautiful for myself. And I think I've gained self-confidence. I think I feel more feminine. I feel more like a woman. My picture of myself is actually better, I think, just because I'm happier with myself and my own image, thanks to the breast augmentation. Um, Let me see, what else did I want to say? Oh, one thing, we have a scale that connects to my activity tracker, and it shows you the percentage of your body fat and muscle tissue and so on. And that, ever since I've had the surgery done, it doesn't show me the actual body fat percentage and muscle mass. It just shows me my weight and the BMI, the body mass index, but that's okay. It just probably can't deal with whatever else is in my body now, but that's okay. I can live with that. That's just one thing that I've noticed. There aren't any negative things that I can report about at all. I'm taking care of the scars the way I hopefully should, just massaging them twice a day with some cream. I don't take so much time in massaging them, but I hope that it's enough. I think the area is becoming less. It's less red. It's hopefully also in size getting less. I do have tender breasts before my period, and so that's come back again this month. I think April was the surgery. Then in May, I didn't feel it that much, and because my breasts were still quite numb. Now in June, I have felt my tender breasts again. My left breast, including the nipple area, is still numb, or quite numb. That doesn't mean that I can't feel. Yeah, I do still feel like the tenderness there when it's supposed to be, but maybe that'll still change. My right breast is doing better in terms of feeling. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but that's just one thing that I can report. Um, Other than that, they don't feel like they're not a part of my body. I think they'll still become softer. I mean, I don't, touch myself all the time. So probably they're still a little bit harder if you compare them to normal breasts, but I don't go around touching breasts all day, so I can't really compare. They have never felt like they were not a part of me. They never felt like, a strange thing is now in me, and I'm thinking, what is this? Not at all. I can only say that it's improved so many parts of my life. I think just me feeling more satisfied and happier, and there's not a day that I am not thankful for the implants, because I know where I was coming from, and I know, that's not everything, and they'll probably, looks and images and outward appearance isn't everything, but there's nothing really that you can do if your breast lacks volume. And I think it's just a feeling of identity for us women, and not a minor one. It was quite important, I noticed, for me. And ever since now, I wear sport bras. I sometimes in the evenings, I just put a t-shirt on for going to bed. Usually when I'm out, I do wear some kind of sport bra, or just actually my bandeau top that I got from the practice, I wear a lot still as well, because I think it's comfortable and great. And I love it, and it doesn't have any straps, so it just goes around here, and then I can wear all kinds of things since it's summertime anyway, that don't cover my shoulders necessarily. I don't need straps here. It's just a completely new added value and added feeling of quality, life quality. I can only deeply recommend the practice in every form possible. I think Dr. Ostos and his team, and Dr. Constantinescu did such a good job. I think the whole team and everyone there, I think they do just, I can't say one negative aspect or one thing that I felt that wasn't good or wasn't perfect. I feel like I'm in really good hands. I feel they really know what they're doing. I just can say the very best, and I have whatsoever. I'm so thankful I could get it done. Like I said, I didn't know if it would be possible until it really happened, and yeah, I just, you can always get sick or something can happen with the kids, or I don't know what. There are always things in life, and so I am just so thankful. I'm really glad that I stayed overnight one night. That was the perfect decision and choice for me and for my family also. Just to make it clear that mommy's not there, or I'm not home to run and do things. And the recovery was really quick and uncomplicated, and so I just only see benefits in the whole thing.
This is an excerpt from my consultation with Dr. Constantinescu. The consultation was professional and understanding. Due to the fact that I wanted a very natural result, I was advised to choose anatomical implants. We discussed the different materials, surfaces, and firmness, since these all have a varying effect and different consequences. Besides that, I was also informed about the surgical method, possible risks, and the process itself. Here we're just going over all those details, and I really had enough time to ask questions. After that, I was able to try on different implant sizes to get a feeling and an image or an idea of the possible final result. Um, the good thing was that every size could be tried on, and then I could look at myself in the mirror and get an idea of how the result could be. Just working with CCs is really too theoretical, and I was really happy to have this practical aspect of it all. I could see myself in the mirror and look at my complete body and try to get an idea of the whole thing. Um, since I had 10 weeks before my surgery, I could take the first weeks to think about things and make a final decision so that I really went into the surgery with a really good feeling. Just contemplating on what firmness and which size. And the first couple of weeks after my consultation really did help to make that final result. And then after that, I was able to leave.
Hi guys. So it's the day of my surgery. It's April 16th, and I can't say that I really slept very much this past night. Not that it helps not to sleep, but it's just there's a lot of thoughts that go through your mind. And but I think I'm ready. I certainly look horrible, but no makeup and basically hardly anything else. So that's what it is. And I'll just be grabbing my stuff and getting to the practice in just a couple minutes. So, bye. Hi. So, I'm back. I think my operation has been, or I've been back in my room for I'm sure an hour or so. I have no feeling for time, but it's 4:49 or 4:50 in the meantime. This is what it looks like now after I took off my surgery, wear, and I'm just going to put on my own top. I feel all right. It's kind of like a little bit pressure here, and feels like there's pressure on here, and just a little bit of something weighing on there, like someone's kind of pressing against it. But other than that, I really don't have that many. That much pain, and I can walk, I can sit. I've already had some water to drink and a pretzel to eat, and I think I'm ready for more water, and feeling actually pretty good. So I'll see you later, or next time. Bye. Hi everyone, it's me, and I'm back again for another update. It's Friday of the week where I had my surgery. The week in that I had my surgery. So it's just, I had it on Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So obviously 4 days after surgery, post surgery, and I wanted to give you another update. As I told you on Wednesday this week, I had another doctor's appointment with Dr. Constantinescu yesterday, and she had asked me to come in again because things were extra swollen. So that's what I did yesterday, hoping and praying for the best. And thank God everything turned out fine. She said it looked much better. Of course, it's still swollen, but she was happy with the results. She recommended I take some enzymes, and also um, maybe implement some ibuprofen still, even though I hadn't been anymore because I didn't need it for the pain. She said it does have that, reducing the swelling and the inflammation, that effect. And so, therefore, I did take one of those last night and I took the enzyme. It's the enzyme that is in pineapple as well, and that is also supposed to reduce swelling in nasal areas or whatever. So, obviously, maybe that'll work as well. I feel completely different today. I have to say, every day this week, it was a significant improvement. Yesterday, after I saw the doctor, I went off to work for about 2.5 hours. That was how I had planned it. I have, a sitting job. Of course, I write on a flip chart sometimes and get up, but that was all possible, and it's not any physical activity. But I did notice yesterday in class that it was a little bit, just exhausting. Just, yeah, talking with energy and laughing is getting better all the time. Thankfully, I can laugh a lot in class. And ripping the pages off the flip chart with that motion was a little bit difficult as well. But it was all manageable, and I could write on the top of the flip chart, and I could, bend over and write on the bottom. And it wasn't, impossible. It just cost more energy. And the doctor said I should take it easy still, and icing is key. So that's what I did yesterday afternoon. After I had gotten a lot of things done, or some more things done, of course, not overly much, just taking care of my kids and going grocery shopping with the car so I don't have to carry too much. I went ahead and iced it, and I iced the area all night long, changing the ice packs as I realized that they were getting warm, and that is key for me. Usually, if I have anything and it's inflamed, icing it, if that's the right method, is absolutely something that helps me majorly. So I have to say, when I woke up this morning and when I went back to work to teach a little bit longer today, it was like night and day again. A total improvement. I don't feel like the front part of my body is completely that vulnerable anymore. Of course, I wouldn't want anyone to bang into it, or, I mean, you never want to as a female, but of course, after the surgery this week, I was extremely sensitive, and that's getting better as well. I think the swelling has gone down a little bit again. I just had more energy today again. I didn't feel as exhausted in classes, or I kind of felt, well, I felt pretty normal again. And so that was a great experience. I've been wearing kind of wider things, blouses that fall a little bit like, light, and nothing that clings to my body. For just, I wouldn't feel comfortable because maybe it would just be too tight around my bust. And B, of course, I don't want people to notice so directly. And C, also for the purpose that I do still have a little bit of a bloated belly because of the liquids. I'm hoping, yeah, it's not just due to my eating and not exercising, but that's also a background. But it's not as pain sensitive anymore when I touch my belly area. And so I think that's getting better as we go along as well, just fine. And yeah, I'm wearing this bandeau top still. I think, of course, excuse me, I just had a cramp. I also take it off sometimes, but I feel really comfortable having it on when I'm wearing clothing because showing nipples is not my thing at all. Of course, it doesn't mean that you show them when you don't have anything on, but I think you can see them, and so that I don't do if I'm out and about or somewhere public, or making a video. Okay. I can't think of anything else right now to say. The elephant or baby elephant feeling is getting much better. I can breathe. I can, yeah, talk much better. I can shout for my kids much better. Um, I am kind of sad that I can't exercise. Of course, I know that it's not like I would pick up my stuff and go for a jog or run now. I wouldn't feel comfortable, but since exercising is such a fixed part of my life and one of, well, no, it is my biggest hobby. I am starting to miss it just because I'm feeling much better. And so I'm thinking, the muscles in my arms and of course my abs are, not that I had a lot of muscles, but it was better than this. But of course they do, well, they don't, go away like that, but they will get less. But I think next week, as I've been told, or as I think you have to listen to your body, and of course I wouldn't do any chest presses or anything like that, but slowly I can do some leg work again, lunges, scrunches, squats. I mean, scrunches not, because I guess that's not their best, because that's your abs, and that would always connect to this part of your body, and we don't want to risk anything. So yeah, I think that is maybe the plan. It was just a really special week, I have to say, because I guess I took a step out of my hectic life, or I was able to take a step out of my hectic life, due to all the support coming from my family, and everything that they organized and did for me to give me all the rest. And that's not the usual situation, and that's okay, because life is life, and you're running here and doing that, and running there and doing this. So it was really special, I have to say. And now there's not that much planned for the weekend for us, or for me either, because of course I know resting is key, and it's not like I have the most hectic life anyway. But as we all know, I tend to keep myself busy. I'm just an active person, so, and I enjoy being that. So it was special this week. It was really special, and that the experience at the clinic, as I had said, was really positive. So, and it was just, it was all really good so far. So, I'm so thankful, and I hope that was a help as an update, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So, if I have forgotten anything, please leave me a comment below, or just ask a question in the comment section. Let me know what you're interested in. Also, you can go over to my channel, Suze's Beauty channel, and watch some beauty videos if you'd like. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you. Have a good day. Bye.